Good evening, everyone. Welcome to week 3. This week, we're going to be discussing Giovanni Boccaccio's Introduction to the Decameron and John Donne's Devotions upon Emergent Occasions. Before we get started, a few housekeeping items. First, I wanted to give you some feedback on the discussion board posts that I've been seeing over the last couple of weeks. In general, I think you guys are doing a great job. The things that I really like about the discussion board posts, in particular from last week, were how detailed and developed they were. You were really thinking through those questions. You were thinking about the discussion board questions with a great deal of specificity and really trying to kind of push to the next level in terms of your analysis. I thought it was terrific when people quoted. Please keep doing that because that allows us to see what it is that you're looking at and to see kind of what you see in the text as well. And I also really liked that you guys were including detailed responses to each other's posts. So definitely keep up the good work on that. Now, starting next week, we will be beginning presentations, student presentations. I've had some questions about where the directions are for the presentations, so I wanted to show you a little bit more about what I'm expecting in terms of this assignment. All right, so we are on my Canvas website. It's set up to the student view. If you want to find the assignment directions for the presentation, you would go down to the assignment tab, which is on the left-hand side, and click on it. What you'll see is a list of overdue assignments, a list of upcoming assignments, and past assignments. Presentation is an upcoming assignments. And here's the directions for this. I'm asking you to prepare an oral presentation of 5 to 10 minutes to help us think through the text that we're reading. Your presentation should be uploaded to our weekly discussion board by Monday morning of the week when you're presenting by 9 a.m. So you can do this by attaching your presentation as a file to one of the reply or as a reply within the discussion board post. Now, students will then be responding to your presentation. Those will be one of the response choices that you have. You as the presenter will be responding to the commentary as it comes in. So you'll be sort of playing professor in your own post. So this presentation is designed to give you some practice with close reading. And it consists of 4 main parts, but the majority of the presentation should be close reading itself. So here's the parts. 1, you're going to read aloud a short passage from one of our assigned texts. This passage can be as short as 1 sentence of prose or 1 line of poetry, and it should be no longer than 1 paragraph of prose or 15 lines of poetry. Choose a passage that explodes with textual meaning and or is critically important to the work's overall message. Be sure to indicate page numbers so that your classmates can read along with you. And feel free to provide some context, about where the passage falls in our works as a whole. So for example, if I am reading a passage from Persuasion, I might finish reading it and say something like, well, this is the scene right after Anne Elliot visits her sister. Number 2, then you're going to closely read the passage, and this is really going to be the bulk of your presentation. Focus on words that seem to hold the most weight in the passage, paying particular attention to issues such as tone, imagery, diction, syntax, conventions, if applicable, and any ambiguities or oddities that you see in the text. You may find it useful to draw on our close reading tools handout, and that's included as a link in the assignment directions. Now, 3, you're going to end the presentation with 2 questions that extend your close reading. And these questions may pertain to the relationship between the passage and the work as a whole, or between the passage and a central theme or issue that we've been thinking about this semester. And those are questions that students will respond to. They will function in some ways as a discussion board prompt. And then after your presentation, you will respond to at least one other person as your classmates and I start to answer these questions. In other words, you're going to function as the professor for your thread. So you should create this presentation as a PowerPoint. The easiest way to do this is to use the audio feature of PowerPoint to record your voice on each slide. To do this, you would go to Insert on the menu bar and then choose Audio from the drop-down menu, and then choose Record Audio. Here I can show you. Here's my presentation. If I go to Insert, I can go to Audio. I can choose Record Audio, and then you get a box that pops up. If I click, excuse me, I have to name this, so I could name it Slide 1, and then I hit Record, and it would start recording. And then when I was done, I would hit Insert, which is right here, and I could then position it on the slide where I would like. If you'd like, though, you can also use another program that would allow you to voice over your PowerPoint presentation. One program that comes to mind is Adobe Presenter Video Express. From there, what you would do is you would probably upload your presentation into YouTube or Vimeo, and then insert it as a link in your thread. And if you have any questions about technology for this presentation, please consult with IUN's IT Help Desk. Their contact information is included, and they're available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So here's the main criteria that I'm looking for in this presentation. 1 is a well-chosen passage. 2 is a strong, close reading. 3 are good questions. And 4 are good presentation skills, characterized by legible, well-written PowerPoint slides, fluent and audible speaking, and evidence of having prepared thoughtfully and thoroughly. All right, please let me know if you have any questions about these presentations. I'm looking forward to seeing everyone's presentations.